Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
What's their favorite saying? I wish I bought more. Wall Street Pete Crypto in Crypto. The gentleman used to work on New York Mercantile Exchange on Wall Street. Let's get it. Let's get right into it. Buy the dip. Have a sip. How are we doing this morning? It's Friday, but I woke up a little pissed off this morning. One of the most realest guys you'll ever hear from. Excuse me. We got Rising Sun. We got Gary and Lyric in the super chat for the first time. I think this is the first time I'll ever have to agree with this one. I woke up pissed off about my technical analysis being correct. I'm just sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of the Bitcoin price doing this. And it's amazing because me of all people, I should know that this is how it works. Now, many of you will sit there, many haters will go, oh, you woke up pissed off, you lost a lot of money. I didn't lose any money. I hardly lost any money. I went liquid because I knew this was happening. I'm just really sick and tired of watching how they are really controlling this. I'm getting sick. I'm getting flabbergasted. I'm sorry for every one of you that are probably getting their, I want to say, their ass handed to them. So this is the Wall Street Pete Crypto and Crypto. Many of you woke up this morning, right? And went, absolutely, damn. It's a rough morning. It's been a rough week. Wall Street Pete Crypto and Crypto. If you followed us and you checked this out, we are one subscriber away from all-time high of 1.47K subscriber. Can't wait for the day we're 2,000, 10K, maybe higher. Can't wait for those days. But if you paid attention, and this is a big talk, I said 20,060 or 600. I was getting bullish on it, right? We had a falling wedge coming out that's usually bullish. Well, we broke through it and absolutely showed how it's not happening. Confirmed it's gone. But 5 days ago, 67 views, guys. There's 1,467 or 70 of you. 67 people watched this where I said Bitcoin to 19.8. Polygon, we knew where that was going. And we need to talk about this. Guys, where the fuck did the rest of you go? I don't know. 67 views. To be on the money, honey. So hit the like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. We're going to watch a quick 1-minute video. I just want you to see it that day of how on point we were. From this channel, a lot of people used to say, why do you always talk about the bull? We're going up, we're going up. Because I don't like to short Bitcoin or Ethereum. It moves too quick to the upside. So we do get this parabolic move to the upside. We may get it in this range. So remember I said this could create a big bloodbath. Remember that as well. So we got some zones to be careful with. Don't think we'll ever touch 15.6 again, 15.5. I do absolutely believe that that was the bottom. And as you can see right here in this beautiful setup, and this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Without the fun, without the bullshit, we'll look at the patterns and put all of that aside. I do have it, and that's the inverted, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we were talking about for Polygon Matic. We're looking to see something like this to the downside, and that's the 19,000. And then perhaps this is where we maybe go parabolic, ladies and gentlemen. We can't keep it up. Big institutions are getting in, and you think they want to play around with their money. I think the next price could be 26,300 before we see a little more resistance again. So let's see what happens on our way to 28,000, 30,000 Bitcoin. It's going to take a while, right, as we're coming all the way back down in the opposite direction. So let's see what happens. We got the whole month of March. It's 22,300, building some support now. I don't know if you realized, but looking at the 4-hourly, so if you watch the videos, you can see here clearly we're circled 19.8. We're trading 22,400. Polygon Matic is almost 115. We're telling you it's coming down to 104. I said it in the video. I had 106 titled. This is what we do. If you follow us, yeah, sometimes we could be wrong. But ladies and gentlemen, we have some type of a history of a record, let me tell you. So getting into the crypto news as we go back to let's go to the chart. 19.8, ladies and gentlemen. Where is the price? Well, then the price got a big bounce off the 19.8. Good chance. There's a lot of FUD in the market, so please understand this. Good chance that we see this 61.8 pullback of the 19.6, I said, which was the other 19.8. Now, looking from this chart, I got to adjust this. Excuse me, let me take a sip of water, because water is definitely helpful. All right, and we're back. I do apologize. So what we're looking for here is we're looking to get into this 19,800 hold, get a nice bounce. What's happening? We had a little buy signal on the bottom here on the 4-hourly, but I do see what's going on, and we could get to the 19.4-ish. If we break through there, then you do see this 18.2 that takes us all the way down here of old resistance from the December of 2022 before we did this pop-off. So if we did do something like that, we're going to come down all the way to 78.6. What a pullback. So 18.2. I would draw the line in the sand after that. If we ever started falling below that, we would have to tell you that the bull market is nowhere near here, and that actually we're going to create new lower lows. That would be my thought, because I would not imagine this really going lower. So pay attention to what we're talking about. I'm happy about the 19.8 due hitting. I would dollar cost average in. My order would fill. Now I want to see what happens from here. We dollar cost average in. Please do not get ripped. Please do not get destroyed. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on into the markets. Keep you up to date, right? We talk about lots of these things going on. All right, so breaking Bitcoin slips under 20K amid Biden budget. So Silvergate, please hit the like and subscribe. We're pretty good with our TA, and we're even better with the news. Silvergate collapse, and a lot of things happened, right? Two things happened here. One, Silvergate became insolvency. They are now going to be forced to liquidate and become extinct, right? They're going out of business. Pretty much insane what's going on. Bitcoin went below 20,000, and then Mr. Joe Biden announcement that the Silvergate, one of the key banks in the United States that services crypto firms, had entered into voluntary liquidation. So we know about that. And then the second dagger, we could do the 1-2 punch. Meanwhile, was this it? Yes. Budget explainer paper on March 9th revealed that the United States crypto miners could eventually be subject to a 30% tax on electricity costs under Biden budget proposal that aims to reduce mining activity. Anything they can do to hurt crypto, let's get involved, you son of a bitches. So I will do some homework. What is Silvergate, right? We do this for you. Not many people do understand, so we just want to go over little silly things. Some of this may be silly to you, but this is what we do. What is Silvergate Capital? Silvergate Capital used to be a California. Notice how it says used to be. They already got an extinct term. Pay attention in the past terms. Used to be. This is fucking nuts. That launched in the late 1990s, but a decade ago, it also pivoted into cryptocurrencies to offer traditional financial services to crypto. What happened to Silvergate? Yesterday, that it will wind down operations, liquidate Silvergate after turmoilist, whatever the fuck you say that word, excuse me, year. They had a horrible year. The banks focused on cryptocurrency, so we already know I'm the worst with that. But let's get into it, though. I typed it in. We did your research for you. Silvergate said that Thursday it will close down after flagging last week that it could be forced to shutter thanks to mounting problems such as a pending U.S. Department of Justice investigation into operations. So thank you very much for getting involved, and here we go. So what did we talk yesterday, guys? We talked about $1 billion possibly being sold by the feds, right? They were holding a lot of money, and this was very spooky investors. That was the exact title. What happens? Well, just so-called, I'm putting my air quotes back up, short sellers rake in $780 million betting against Silvergate. Almost $1 billion, guys. Let's put those two for perspective, right? $250,000. Who made out on $250,000? I wonder. I really do wonder. So as we continue to proceed to give you what you need, Fed Chair Powell provides update on U.S. central bank digital currency. So right now, they're looking to do a couple things, but they're experimenting on the CBDC. Obviously experimenting, they're going to dip their toes in the sand and make sure that they benefit off every move possible, right? We engage with the public on an ongoing basis. Almost sounded like Jerome Powell for a second. We are also doing research on policy and also on technology. That's what we're up to. Noting that the Fed did go out for comment in general on the CBDC a year or so ago, Powell said he expects the central bank to do the same in the future, but cannot give a date for when it will happen. When asked about Fed's decision regarding the structure and architecture for a CBDC, the Fed chairman clarified, "We are not at the stage of making any real decisions. We are doing this experimenting in kind of early stage experimentation." So they said it. They couldn't have told you any more ways that they're experimenting on it. So pay attention to what is happening. Voyager liquidates 56 million Ethereum, Shiba Inu, and other ERC20 tokens. That is why, my friends. And there was an article that said Dogecoin is getting a beatdown. This is why. No, it's because the entire market is why. They had their own reason why. I was just really mocking it, so that's why I'm here. But this is why Ethereum is under 1,300 and no longer there at this current second. But that is why Ethereum shit the bed, as you can see here, all the way down to 1376 there. 1370 was the number. Really hit a hard time. And guys, 1352 seems to be a good bottom. So we may not be finished. There's a little bit more to go. We'll see what happens. We have a lot of technical analysis to talk about. As you can see here, 19.8, very important area. Pay attention to the liquidations. It seems like all this is a setup to me. I really can't believe it. Voyager keeps selling assets. Sold 56 million worth of assets in the past 24 hours. 27,000 Ethereum, 11 million VGX, 400 billion Shiba Inu, 160,000 Chainlink. So ER3, oh man. Here we go. ER3 is basically getting killed. As you can see what's going on, we have lots of things going on here in the market. It's more FUD than positive, right? Very, very FUD-like. Let's get to the coin market cap. Total coin market cap under 1 trillion, coming back a little bit. Let's see if we can break above the 1 trillion market cap. Would be very, very important. Please hit the like and subscribe. We go over some things here. Not a lot of YouTubers talk about. Pretty accurate, right, with some of our TAs, so we do appreciate that. This is a little thing I made here. I do believe there's a possibility we can start and flirt with the 20,600 again. Would be a nice sign to see if we could break up. If we broke above 21,600, this, my friends, would be something called an end of the trend. So the trend is your friend till the end, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about Chucky. We could get this, which would be another double bottom M, finishing hopefully at the 18.2 if this is where we're done. Where is the bottom? The bottom is at the 15 here. We're not going to touch there. Most likely this would be the fall to the downside. And as you can see, guys, looking at the big picture here of what is happening, as you can see, man, it's really shitty, but get rid of the Fibonacci sequence just so we can see what is really happening. And as you can see here, we're still getting some boring sideways action. I mean, if you really look at this into play, and now watch the big picture here. We're talking about a fall, right? We're talking about a bearish momentum, a double top pattern, right? You see it? Very, very bearish, guys. This is stuff that people will not cover, will not go over. This is very simple math here. What are we doing down here? Well, we're trying to develop another bottom somewhere here. Hopefully it is an upward W. Looking at the daily for Bitcoin, and a lot of people can't see this because they don't have the eyes like I do, and the method to be able to say, hey, or the balls, maybe. Maybe we don't have the balls to do this, but Wall Street Beat does. So I'm looking at something like this, although it's going to take us down, although it's going to take us down a possible 18. And I don't want to say that really too positive, but there is a possibility, guys. Never say never. And if you see an upward W that could go parabolic and break back into this, we will definitely come back into this chain. We'll be trading 26,000. As you can see here, I do believe big major resistors come back in this pattern and then off to the races. So really pay attention to what I think may be happening. Good morning, Mr. DeLuca, to you. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. It's Friday. And as I said, if I showed the next Friday, a lot of people woke up this morning going, damn. That's my portfolio. So if you're holding right now, you're upset. We have two big possibilities. We bounce off the 19.8, looking pretty strong, or we come back down to the 19.4 area, bash through there, and hopefully if we do continue to fall, and if this is a continued manipulation, because we do have a lot of fun and a lot of sellers, we do find ourselves bouncing off this final line in the sand of 18.3, somewhere along there. If not, guys, this was the number. Very exciting. I hope that you took on this trade. I hope you dollar cost averaged in very, very responsibly. And as you can see here, looking at the daily, well, the daily twice has come down here, and now we're looking for a pretty good bounce off around here. So 19.6, 19.5 is getting a good bounce, holding off. We do see that there's a couple more down spins. As you can see, I said I'm going to pay attention to this. This is a big deal. We'll see what happens. It's just a Fibonacci sequence that I have there. I actually want to put that back. I'm glad I noticed that. Not hard to put back, but I took that off. I guess it's before the W, huh? Let's see. Yeah, double top. We went over that. You can only go backwards so many times. There it is. Fibonacci's back. I don't feel like putting it back. I was pretty lazy with that, but there is a situation on how to do it, strategy. But pay attention to what we're doing. We're falling down all the way through to here, and I do see the 78.6, so it looks like the last level. If we break through there, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about red flags, right? We talked about a lot of things. I also talked about 15.24 and all this pattern here. If we broke out, this would be a big, crazy thing. We were hoping to break to the upside out of this pattern, just like the rest of the market. As you can see, the entire market follows through within itself, S&P even included. DXY is getting a little bit of some bounce to the downside. I'm glad to see that. S&P 500, we're hoping to break this slope to the downside. Like I said, the trend is your friend to the end. Hopefully bounce finally to the bottom here and then get our big pickup and finally break through this resistance we're hitting at 41.57. This is the S&P. So look at the S&P, and a lot of people don't get it. I say it and I shock a lot of people and have a conversation. I say, well, I look at my charts and it makes me sound like I'm really more intelligent than I am. It's just technical analysis. It's nothing crazy. I said, we're about 15.5, 16% away from all-time highs at the S&P. I said, and everyone's just freaking out. Now we're obviously a lot lower. As you can see, we fall through. So, but at those times of this resistance, really, the resistance is only 15.5% from all-time highs on the S&P. DXY, though, finally fooled a lot of us, right? That DXY is something else. We were talking about this trend here, broken, coming down. We're talking about being bearish. We're talking about how Bitcoin could thrive, and guess what? Well, we weren't paying attention to where the right shoulder could go. Right shoulder came up pretty high. As you can see here, it came up a little higher. So we're a little bullish right now, but we are hoping right here, this bearish signal, as you can see here, even on the stochastic oscillator for the 4-hourly. I want to jump to the daily on the XY. It's still falling, so we do see, have a little brief moment. We could pump one more time, getting us back into the 18,000. So ladies and gentlemen, looking at the charts off the DXY, it could be telling me that the right shoulder might bounce or test one more time, giving Bitcoin another hard time. But when this does fall to here on the right shoulder for the DXY, this is when Bitcoin is going to thrive so strong that everyone's going to be looking up in arms and going, guys, why is Bitcoin pumping so hard? It's going to be called a short squeeze. Everyone, all those short squeezes are going to get fucked up here. What you're going to see is going to be a mimic of what happened here, 2022. And I want to see what happened May 16th of 2022. I'm actually really curious, and I don't remember what happened. It probably was, I mean, it was falling then. We know that. May 16th, what was happening on May 16th? I'm really curious, and I'm sure some of you are too. February, March, April, May comes next, right? And here we go, May 16th. And sure enough, guys, May 16th, we were getting a rally coming in after that. So you could see the DXY does obviously the opposite of what happens in May 16th. Let's get to it. May 16th, we were getting a big pump, it looks like. Yep. Right here, coming in. So it was either a fall or we're getting ready to get the big pump from the DXY, and you can see what happened. The DXY was still going in an opposite direction, but we have 30,000, so you could have bought it See what happened? DXY was probably thriving. You could have bought the 29 bottom. And what happened is we did spike up and we're having high volatile waves. So eventually what happened is DXY really kept going down and we all the way hit to 32. And that was probably the high that we've ever seen for that month of March, May, excuse me. And everybody wishes that we were back to those prices. So wouldn't surprise me. And I hate to say this because a lot of people don't believe me. Don't believe me, just watch. Boom, 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 boom. Wall Street Pete, sick though in crypto. If you were sleeping, wake the fuck up. 32,000. Yes, 32,000, guys. Guess what? 2 years ago, this is where we were trading in May. Yes, I planned this. I'm sorry. I planned actually to tell everybody, if you pay attention, definitely to mention on this, I actually expect Bitcoin to come up through a huge cup and handle. Yeah, cat's out of the bag. Wall Street Pete. Look what we're showing you here. Big cup and handle coming, ladies and gentlemen. How many times, I feel like deja vu, how many times have we seen this shit and then watched the video and Pete brags about it? That guy's fucking annoying. Oh, man, am I talking about me out loud? I'm sorry. I do hate when people do that. Carl the Moon did that. That guy is something else. I would be very negative if I were to keep going, so I'm going to shut the hell up now. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. So we're looking at a nice big cup and handle coming in out of this pattern. Obviously, high volatile waves. You don't see it. But pay attention to the long screen. How do they say it? The long grand scheme of things. We have a cup and handle even towards the weekly showing. So it could come here, we get support here, stop, you jump right back up, and then the whole cup looks beautiful. You'll get a big another retracement. Obviously, 32,000 is that mark. We talk about 28,000, 30,000 all the time for the last few weeks that is where the next target is. But we just have to get to the recipe to get there. So if you pay attention to what is happening now, Bitcoin is giving you the most beautiful, beautiful setup for what? For the typical, right? This is what happens all the effing time. And if I pull this stick out, and we're not talking about my stick, we're talking about the technical analysis stick, right? If we pull that out, and if I clone this, and if I were to tell you, where would this match to the downside from where we fell? It would probably blow your effing mind. Guys, look what we're doing. We're repeating history of the last time before we fucking exploded, went sideways, and then went up. Do you see what I see? We're not talking about Christmas music. Do you see what I see? No, I don't see what you see, Wall Street. What do you see? I see 19.8 fall. And then I see consolidation towards the upside. And then I see a big lip looking like we're going to get this J-like substance. Upward W. And there you go. So a lot of people don't see it. A lot of people don't understand. But there are two humongous indicators showing Bitcoin in the positive way that we just can't get there yet. So look at the cup and handle coming in. Look at that. That looks pretty strong. And then the indicator showing me, obviously, I don't buy green candles. I buy when we're down to the fall. I save my money for rainy days, and that's when you prevail the best. So look at the 19.8 bounce, looking pretty strong for a 4-hourly, right? I'm pretty convinced. Can we get a few couple 4-hourly candles to stack that? That will remain said. So we'll see what happens. If we don't do that, we will continue to fall down. You'll see 19, you'll see 18,000, believe it or not. Everyone will jump to a crisis, and I do believe that we will start going parabolic on a liquidity grab somewhere around here. So if that does occur, don't be surprised. Waiting for 18K, 6 BTC, and going in heavy. Going to flip this cash once or twice before the real bull run. Listen, brother, that's probably a good move. Not financial advice. None of this video is financial advice. Just a gentleman, twice as nice. But if you do see, a lot of the things are playing out the way we said. How it could turn out to be a beautiful upward W. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we go. This is how it happens. And we may never see 18.6. We may never see 18.2. 19.8 could be the trick. So please don't fall for it. Please don't be a fool. Pay attention to what is happening. So shockwaves in crypto industry as Silvergate goes bankrupt, goes under. Guys, I'm really starting to think that all this stuff is planned. It's starting to get old. It really is. So Silvergate, CZ tweets to confirm that the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange had not suffered any asset losses at Silvergate and that all funds at the exchange were safe. So pay attention, definitely mention we are in a good place right now as much as the FUD continues to go. We keep you up to date, ladies and gentlemen. New crypto tax rule, and that is the 30% for the crypto miners. Pretty exciting to keep us out of the loop. And I wish I could play the sound. This is one of the greatest scenes from Family Guy. If you're a big Family Guy, please come on over, hit the like, subscribe, follow us at Wall st.pete. It's a good place. It's a fun place. And don't ever owe an investor money when the price starts going up, because every investor thinks about what they could do with that money, as you know. And this was hilarious. You guys know this. Where's my money, Brian? Where's my money? And then he beats the shit out of him. Well, it's pretty funny. I put it together. I do have a pretty good sense of humor. Then Bitcoin goes to 50 BTC current. 24 hours later, tomorrow, he said, have my money. Well, 24 hours came. And what happened? Well, he asked for his money, and Brian didn't have the money. So you can see where it goes from here. And that was hilarious. I wish I could play the sound, because I'll get a, what do you call it?
Well, I said have it today. Yeah, I don't have it. Sorry.
I don't have it, sorry.
That's good, OJ.
Yeah, it's good. And it's pretty graphic, so we're not going to continue to play it, but it's funny, man. We like to have a little fun here. We don't just sit here and be so serious all the time. As you can see, I do have some fun stuff. But we're talking about it, 1908. It did occur. It did hit. So check us out, Wall Street, Pete Sickno, and Crypto. We talk about the DXY. Taking a little bit of time for the DXY to develop and go exactly where we want. This is a daily chart. So if you can pay attention to what that is, it doesn't just move tomorrow. But if you see here, it does look pretty sexy. So we'll see what continues to happen on this small trend line here. Once we break it, just like Bitcoin did, and I want people to see this, because I'm going to talk about how I was wrong yesterday about one thing, and of course, we're never always correct. We talked about this being a bullish formation. Well, guess what? It's not always bullish. I did not say this is always bullish. I did not say that 99% of the time we break out of this. I said that this is a falling wedge. Looks pretty bullish, looks pretty good, but now if we break through down to the 2600, we're going to see 19.8, 19.4. Well, guess what? That's pretty much what just happened. So this is the channel. We prepare you for the possibilities. We have resistance. We have support. We have technical indicators, right? We have them. We have stochastic oscillator. Last time I got a good buy on the bottom here, this far on the oversold area here. Well, it was over here, and I see it right off the rip. It was December 17, 2022. I got a nice little buy signal here. It was not even below as it is here. So there was a better buying opportunity right now than it was then, and it's still saying, imagine, listen to what I just said. There's a better buying opportunity right here on March 9th, March 10th, right? I just said that, than it was on December 17th. Now let's pay attention to that. Remember what I just said. December 17th, this was a better buying opportunity. We didn't get there yet. We didn't get there yet, guys. But I'm telling you, ready for this shit? Well, people are going to think I'm crazy. What else is new? So the 17th, I could have bought at a respective price, 16.5. Guess what, guys? I'm telling you that the opportunity to buy is stronger than it was at this level. That's fucked up, ain't it? I know. It's pretty crazy. And where are we going to go, guys? Where are we going to go from here? Where are we going to go from here? Well, without looking, we're going to 26,000, 27,000-ish by taking the clone and telling you that, guys, this is what I was talking about. And we're going to be heading right up to about there sooner or later. And holy shit, if I wasn't correct. So technical analysis is probably one of the most fun things I've ever done. And wow, look at that. Look at that. Lines up like a glove. Right? That lined up perfect. Did it or did it not? What is the price? Not to be very obnoxious. I hate my voice sounds like that. It does sound very obnoxious. And like I said, 27,000. So the same move is coming. And then what happens? The FOMO kicks in. And then the rest of the market keeps buying. And the big institutions see what Bitcoin really is made of. So if I just told you that the buying opportunity was better here than it was there, what happens is why? Well, this is what happens. This percentage is higher than this percentage. That's common sense. If you bought it at a lower price, right, and it moved the same length, well, then the lower prices always should remain higher, right, and percentage-wise. Let's see if we get there. Now, I'm going to go to the support level of where we are, and I'm going to go back to there and see if it does match. I don't know if it will. 46. 46. 48.6%. Watch this. This is just, we're having a little fun here. I'm going to do something cool next. That's not going to be just fun. Oh, we can't clone that? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Same move, same position as I'm trying to explain to you here. Look at that. 48%. Almost 49, but the same move that's coming is 39. Pete, you look like an asshole. You just said that this move here on this buy is going to be a bigger move than this was. Yes, it is. You know why? Because right here is FOMO. That's going to take us all the way to 32,000. Oh, now I get it, Mr. Wall Street. We're going all the way to about right here. Well, now what the fuck is the percentage? Well, now we're looking at 63%, my friends. Now, if you pay attention, we're going to hit some resistance here at the 27. It makes sense. It's the same growth here. We're going to get a little ABC, little healthy correction, and then we get that mega bounce that's going to take us to the FOMO up and possibly through this 25,000 that we cannot break through. Thank you so much, Dr. Rainey. Your technical analyses are the best in the industry. Get the hell out of here. Forget about it. That's a compliment from a doctor that is very good at what he does. Thank you, Mister. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate that wonderful comment there. As you work hard as hell and can never make the lives because you're such a busy man working. Pay attention to this now. So we're going to watch this. This is a zone. This is what we're looking to do before the blow-off. Let me show you what's going to happen. This is what we're paying attention to. The boring sideways action. I expect this to repeat, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get going soon. So please, if you're waiting for the end of the video, we're almost there. Please don't leave yet. This is a replica of what I believe can happen. It's not exactly going to happen. That's impossible. But I'm trying to explain to you, if we can stay in this zone and we can melt down and keep going, well, by the end of March, and like I said, see how this is not the same, by the end of March, we may actually get that cup and handle to the upside that will bring us back. Now, if you can see here, we need boring sideways action. Let's get a couple indicators that may actually represent what we're talking about. RSI levels, guys, RSI levels. We're on a 4-hourly now. Keep that into consideration. When was the last time? Holy cow. When was the last time that my RSI levels were this low? Wow. So we're going to go to a daily to really confirm that, and there it is. So the daily longer time gives me the best understanding of what I'm looking at. Guys, excellent, 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 excellent. Here it is. I knew something was funky. Get that out of here. We're looking at the RSI level, and what I see from the RSI level is we are really, really not oversold as much as we've been in the past. So believe it or not, looking for a 4-hourly, that looks horrible. But if you pay attention and spruce it up to the daily, we could still be falling. Matter of fact, this almost gives me a sign that we're not done falling. So what I'm going to pay attention to now from doing that as we get closer to the end of the video, and a lot of people do stay to the end because they know I reveal the best shit at the end. Save the best for last, Seabass. And here we are. What I'm thinking now, really hardcore, is that we either stay in this zone and break here and that RSI level keeps going, which brings us down to a new lower low of 19.4, 19.3, or we do break that price and we do see the 18.2, 18.3, and then we dip through. And when I dip, you dip, we dip, right? I love that song. When I dip, you dip, we dip, right? When I buy, you buy, we buy. That's how it should work. We buy the dip, have a sip. Do believe that there is a green pattern showing. Buy signal coming up. We're going to get this resistance in the 26,000 quickly. Could go all the way up to the 27, and we'll be talking about 32,000, 28,000. You won't believe it. I think this can happen in the last week of March. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. And if you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, well, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, all notification. A gentleman used to work in this crazy place. We had no windows, guys. This was after 9/11. We had no windows. This is literally in 2001, near the end of it. Or I came in 2002. It was a very scary place to work. Imagine. We're in a new building, World Financial Center, on Wall Street, trading, right, where the Twin Towers just recently were destroyed. This is where I worked. Could you imagine? I'm a teenager now, out of high school, young man, and this is where we worked. No windows, guys, no windows. Every board had prices, symbols, shit. You had no clue what it was. One symbol was natural gas. One symbol was coffee. Another price was the futures options for January of 2023, and we're in 20,000 and whatever, right? It's crazy. We just lived in a crazy world. Everyone's screaming and yelling, the open outcry pit. We made the market, guys. We're in the ring screaming. People from China, people from London calling, putting in trades. Brokers executing them. Learning about this part of the market was probably one of the best things for me. Anybody who worked in on-floor trading, working on the floor, working on the trading pit, anybody who's done that has a better understanding of trading, how it works. Could you imagine? It's like working on a car, right? I'm a mechanic. I'm working on a car, but I don't know how the engine functions. I don't know what the engine's doing to make the car run, but I'm fucking fixing your car. It doesn't make sense, guys. This is crazy. I have the best and the most advantages possible, and I have to really start taking advantage to my advantage. And what happens is you get caught up in these videos. You get caught up in this stuff, and we have to strive. We have to get bigger. You have to share. You have to hit the like. You have to subscribe. You have to comment. You have to tell me, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? Don't be afraid. Let us know. We all have opinions. So, Wall Street, Pete, Signo, and Crypto, I hope you have a wonderful week. Understand it is Friday. Understand we do have another Sunday lurking. And as we put all that into consideration, right? All of the sellers, investors, the buyers, they all know Sunday's coming, right? You know Sunday's coming. We had a big fall. Pay attention to a rise for this weekend and then that Sunday dip to come back. Would it be surprising? What do we call those? We call those double bottom M's. Let's go. Let's pay attention. We're going to look to develop that double bottom. We're hoping that double bottom develops for a bullish momentum to the upside. We'll see what happens. I'll see you in the next video, my friends. I love y'all. Peace in and peace out. Till the next video, guys. Be happy. It's Friday. Yeah. We're gonna have a good day. La-dee-da-da. Yeah. Ain't no one gonna die today. So hit that like and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you. Love y'all. Take care.